Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 20 Week 8 BearCave games. We are back, March Madness in full swing, just across the midpoint of Season 20. Does it get better than this? I don't think so. A little bit early morning start so that we can go right into March Madness games. Remember, reward players on the line for all three groups, so make sure you pay attention to both the men's bracket and the women's bracket and track them as the matchups play out. As always, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime, claim an open team, and build your way to a national championship. Links are in any of our descriptions, as well as if you want even more content from the SFA and want to get yourself on those watch parties, make sure to check out patreon.com/the SFA. And I also just found out that you can now use your Twitch Prime from mobile. So I used to have to do mine when I would go on my desktop, but now there's a link on mobile when you try and subscribe. So if you have your Twitch attached to your Prime, you get a free sub. It's a lot easier to use. But yeah, 6:30 in the morning. Miss TC is in California, so I'm able to get up. Don't have to take out my dog. We are ready to go. Cam, I'm not sure if it will let you join the group. You might just be a big dummy for the women's bracket, unfortunately. Unless you prove to me that you only made one bracket. If you can send me a screen record of that you only made one women's bracket, but if you made multiple, then it doesn't count. So just DM me that. I'm sure Cam won't win anyways. He probably had Illinois winning. Alright, so let's get on into the games. It should be a great day of SFA action. As always, check out Home Field Apparel. It's where all of our rewards are coming from, including the gift cards. So check out their site. Pick out your rewards and use code SFA, of course. We're going to start out in the MAC, which continues to eat itself. Miami, Ohio, after upsetting #1 Kent State last week, now loses to Toledo. So Northern Illinois at Eastern Michigan. Let's see what happens. Bob Toledo, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. New Milk, also let me know heads or tails, kick or receive if you're here. Latina Dummies, Cryo, you don't know ball. Just wait. Just wait. You're scared of giving me a team. That's what this is. Alright, so for Eastern Michigan, this is a 14-point favorite. So, kind of a big spread. We haven't seen much from Eastern Michigan this season. I think we saw them on BearCave once and they lost. So make sure to get your Bobanos in. Best way to get a reward player in the raffle at the end of the season. Latina Dumpies. Where's Dogwater? I gotta tell him my fat joke. Slime's missing out. Alright, well, let's jump on into the first game of the day. We go aboard the away team, of course. I don't see either user here. Alright, here we go. Eastern Michigan, love their jerseys, taking on NIU. Eastern Michigan right now has the highest probability of making the playoff out of any MAC team, according to TC Bracketology. Remember, if you are eliminated from the at-large race, you can still earn an auto bid by winning your conference. So pretty much everybody should still be in it at this point except Washington State or any like winless teams. Sorry, Skyflyer. But here we go. First game of the day. A quick strike for Northern Illinois. Eastern Michigan already on the ropes here early. 2 field goals. Can they take control of this game? They do get a touchdown. Eastern Michigan extending their lead before halftime, and a big quick score there. Northern Illinois, can they keep this game within reach? They do. It's a 6-point game as we enter the 4th quarter. Eastern Michigan trying to pull away again, and they may have just done it. They've got to get a score, and they've got to get it fast. Can they do it? Yes, they do. So we're going to be able to jump in here when we hit the 2-minute mark. Down by 6. Can Northern Illinois save Christmas? Currently a no cover for Eastern Michigan. Oh, gotcha. I got to change my time. Sorry, Phi. I'll do that on the next one. So handoff. It's a keeper for the quarterback. Oh, he runs over him, man. They still do get the tackle. Chad Reese barely trips up the QB. So minute 40 on the clock. Can Northern Illinois save Christmas? The snap, another handoff to the right side. He gets the edge. A man falls over, and another big hit. Not sure what that corner was doing. 3rd and 3. First down would end the game. The snap. Eastern Michigan yams it deep. Right side, intercepted! Thought he had it. Northern Illinois will get their chance. I did not see that man in the end zone. I thought he was wide open. I guess Hayden didn't see him either. So now here comes NIU. Tim O'Connor, the Florida transfer. He'll throw it to the right side, and they get about 9. They got to start hurrying it up. They only have 1 timeout. They need a touchdown. 12 of 30 passing today, not his best day. So 3rd and 1. Coach Umilk could get a critical victory here today. Trying to stay in the hunt for a bowl game, and they do get the first down. Clock stops momentarily. They got to start hurrying it up a little bit here. They're only on their own 31. Eggins, the Auburn transfer, makes the play. So a minute left here for NIU. Throws that to the corner, caught out of bounds. Clock should stop. But you're not going to do much with 2-yard gains. You got to start trying to stretch the field here. So 4 wide. Clean pocket. Over the middle, open man. That'll be another first down. They are now in yam range. John Smith for 11. 56 seconds left. 4 wide. The snap. O'Connor hits the angle route over the middle. That's going to be a first down. Here comes NIU. They are in opposing territory. 47 seconds left. Empty set now. O'Connor over the middle again. He's not going to get the first. They got to hurry it up now. Have that 1 timeout in the back pocket. Not going to use it quite yet. 37 yards away. They're going to spike it here. 29 seconds in a dream. Good drive so far for NIU. Coach Bob Toledo on the ropes. 5 and 1. 4 wide. Can they pull the upset? Floats it. Caught out of bounds. The clock will stop again.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards.
Jarrett Noble's living on the edge over there. 25 seconds from the 30. Getting a little hairy now here for Eastern Michigan. The snap. O'Connor has time. Gets the ball off before he's sacked. That would have practically ended the game. 22 seconds left. They do have one timeout, but they need a touchdown. Who's going to make the play? 4 wide. Maction in full display. Over the middle. It's caught. Another first down. They're inside the 20. He's still on his feet. 15 seconds left. They're going to have to hurry it up here. And they will. Trips to the left-hand side. The snap. O'Connor over the middle. It is caught. And he's not going to get there. They're going to have to use their timeout. They're going to have one play remaining to upset Eastern Michigan. Upset on the line, 6 yards away. O'Connor to the end zone. He throws it away. 2 seconds. Risky business for O'Connor.
Man left, man left. Two down.
Game on the line. The final play to achieve the upset. O'Connor dumps it off. He's not going to get there. And Eastern Michigan survives. And that will be an EMU no cover. Unbelievable defense stands on their head there at the end. Congratulations to the Northern Illinois bettors. Oh, baby, Dogwater is here. All right, Dogwater, you want to hear my joke? The funniest fat joke of all time coming up. Gotta make sure he's listening. Why didn't I already say? I was waiting for you to respond. Does Chelsea have back pain? Because when you're hitting it from the back, you rest your belly on her back, and that is a lot of weight to be carrying. Call him a belly back. On your dome. All right, what a game to start the stream here. Zin Racer gets into the end zone. James LeGlaze gets into the end zone. Tim O'Connor, 20 of 40, 219, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Chris Davis, 139 and a score, 3 different rushing touchdowns today. They had the fullback running there. Great attempt for NIU. They're still a few pieces away, I fear. But wins like that really help. Keon Dragonfly, the SFA player, made the play in the end zone. Couple of deflections. The forced fumble for Keon Dragonfly as well, the SFA player. For Eastern Michigan, Chase Hayden had 2 picks today, 284 yards. Rushing the ball, 147 and a score. Zin Racer was the leading receiver. Kingsley Eggins, 12 tackles, 4 TFLs, 1 sack, 1 interception for Paul Turner, 4 deflections, and the fumble for Kevin Daniels. They did not recover it. So Eastern Michigan survives a scare here late. But that's all you got to do. Just keep winning. All right, EMU with the no cover to start the ball game. Yeah, Moon, you just ruined the joke. Aura Mogged for bald maxing. Speaking of bald maxing, here we go. Georgia. Interesting matchup here. SEC undefeated team number 15 in the country taking on Arkansas State, a dark horse in the Conference USA. This is an 8-point spread here. So are you rocking with Georgia, 8-point favorites, or is Arkansas State for real? From the days of Chet Doge, is Arkansas State back? Moon, let me know, kick or receive, and what jerseys you'd want. All red. Oh, do they have red pants? Ew! Ew! Yucky town. All right, let's jump on into it. He's gonna kick. Gonna be an interesting day today here. Got some huge games coming up on BearCave, and then the Red River Rivalry for game day. Number 4 defense in the country taking on the number 11 offense. Godard should be good to go. Sanford Stadium between the hedges. Here we go. He's gonna kick. Oh no, they're both wearing red pants. All right, can Georgia stay undefeated? They're down 7 early. They do respond. And we are tied after 1. Second quarter. Nothing doing. Arkansas State, the defense looks for real. They're up 10 here at halftime. The road team from the group of 5. And now we got a tie game as we enter the 4th quarter. Arkansas State showing up here today. We're just going to go one drive at a time now. Long drive here and a score for Georgia. They take the lead. Can Arkansas State find their way back? It's not looking good. 4th down, they're going to have to play some defense. And here we go. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd and 3. Can Arkansas State find a way? The handoff, up the gut, it's a 1st down. They'll have one more chance here. Currently a no cover for Georgia. 5-0. Can they stay undefeated? They got the power eye, handoff to the outside. Got to make a play, and they do for now. Bonds only gets 2. Great showing so far for Arkansas State. Can they find a way? And off to the left-hand side now. Gets off the block and takes him down. No flag. Thought he might have gotten the face mask there, but they did not call it. So 3rd and 5, game officially on the line. Empty set. Looks like they may throw it. An incompletion here would do wonders for Arkansas State. Ten seconds left. They're going to run this all the way down. The snap for Georgia. It's a throw. Over the middle, it's caught, and he's short. So clock will continue to run, but Arkansas State now has their chance. And they're going to go for it. They're not going to kick the field goal just to win the game. They're just going to run a real play here. Interesting call here for Coach Moon. Surely it will not go awry. 4th and 1 to win the game. The snap. Has time, takes off, and he gets the first, and Georgia will win it. They will stay undefeated. And that will be back-to-back no covers to start the day. So Georgia goes to 6-0. One of the surprises of the season. Looking like they may be locks for the SFA CFP. And look at Steven Daniels. 4 catches, 3 touchdowns. So 24-17 is your final. So interesting start to the day. 2 no covers. See if that's a trend here. I have also never lost to Indiana. Wall, fat boy, lol. All right, so Matt Godard had 161 and 3 scores, still under the Concepcion line. Bonds had 83. Boone McRae, 79. Petrovic, 6 pancakes. Hicks and Luke, over 10 tackles. A lot of TFLs on the board. 4 total sacks, no interceptions. 2 deflections. The fumble for Ray Patterson. And for Arkansas State, Nick Clark, 247 and a score. Oliver had a 100-yard game. They were in this game for a while. They just couldn't get that last score. 3 TFLs for McNeil and Ellis. 2 total sacks. No interceptions. Couple deflections and no fumbles. Yeah, Moon, I'm surprised you entered any of the brackets. Yeah, you winning a reward player typically ruins your team and leads to a coaching change. Tokamaha Pakarori almost ruined March Madness for the whole server. So this is a UGA, a no cover. And we move on. So now we head to the ACC, Florida State and East Carolina. Can Jackie Moon continue his winning ways? This is a 7-point favorite for the Seminoles, your defending national champions. Are you rocking with FSU or are you rocking with East Carolina? Get your submissions in. And Jackie Moon, if you're here, heads or tails, kick or receive. Yeah, forget male pattern baldness. He was male pattern slowness. Literally, Lenoris Gums, who has 55 speed, was faster than Pop-Tart. Pop-Tart Packy Slowa. So here we go. We'll jump aboard Florida State. This ACC division, East Carolina is on the ropes for an at-large bid. A loss today would probably end their hopes. They'd have to win the division, and they're already 0-2 in conference, so it's not looking good for my former team. They're season 14 national champs. Beautiful Dowdy Ficken. On the days of Heimlich Heisenberg and Vanilovic Tavarius Trace. The glory of the SFA. So here we go. Florida State starts with a tutty. East Carolina responds. East Carolina takes the lead. The defending champs down early. Up 4 now. Up 11. East Carolina's got to hang in there. They can't. They got to score before halftime. And they are down 18. It is not looking good here for the Pirates. 35-10. Oh, brother. Oh, it's a splattering 42. That's 35 unanswered. Can East Carolina make this a game? It's not looking like it. Down 3 scores. Florida State is going to win the football game. Pretty comfortably, might I add. FSU with a cover. Our first cover of the day. So Clark Vivek gets in. Strupa, Latimer, Vivek. A lot of Vivek today. So 22 of 30, 260, and 3 scores for Ben Brothers. Vivek had 158. Buffett only 88 yards. He didn't need to have a good day. On defense, Clayton had 9 tackles, 4 TFLs. The only sack goes to Massey. No interceptions. Quite a few deflections. 1 fumble for Blanchard. For East Carolina, Tyrone Moore, the freshman, 23 of 53, 403, and 4 touchdowns. That guy's going to be good later in his career. They could not run the ball. Kyle East, 11 tackles, 3 TFLs for Richardson, no sacks, 1 pick for Herbert Thomas, and no fumbles. So Florida State with a nice little cover here. A lot of points scored. Finally got the offense rolling. So that's an FSU cover. All right, we continue to move on as we got a user versus user clash. Alabama and Tennessee. Here in the SEC, a critical game for 2 teams. Both have 2 losses. Cryo, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive, and what jerseys you want for both sides. Nick, if you're here, let me know what jerseys. This is a 3.5-point favorite for Alabama. Critical game loser is likely eliminated from playoff contention. Winner is still in the thick of things. Get your predictions in. 3rd Saturday in October. Can Cryo take down Tennessee? Tennessee taking a step back this year a little bit. But if anyone's capable, it is Tennessee of making a run after 2 early losses. They do it almost every season. We'll go aboard Alabama since I don't see either coach. So here we go. Get your Bobanos in. Bryce Young. All right. Maybe the game is previewing some Garden Gnome activity from Jeff Newton. The Jalupa. So here we go. Rocky Top, Neyland Stadium. Jerry Fry, the SFA legend, the Yams legend. All right, wins the toss for Alabama. Can they win the game, though, here on the road? Quick strike for Tennessee. Tennessee goes up 14 early. Can Alabama respond on the road? One of the hardest places to play in the country. Yes, they do. And they're not going to tie it up. Tennessee back to 2 scores. They get 1 back. An 11-point game at the break. Tennessee looking fantastic here today. Alabama, though, not going away. But Tennessee not letting them back in it. 2-score game. Oh, and another score. Must have been a turnover of some sort. It's an 18-point game. Now 45, Tennessee pulling away. Not like this, Alabama. 48. And that will do it. Tennessee with the outright splatter. Unbelievable result there. As Jeff Newton goes 21 of 34, 268, 2 scores. It was not enough today. Not sure what happened with the defense. Rockhard had 10 tackles, 3 TFLs from Baker, no sacks, no interceptions. Only 2 deflections and no fumbles. So the defense having a very poor outing as John Wobbles came to dominate. 227, 3 touchdowns. Jerron Flavors, 136 and 2 scores. Juan Pablo Antonello gets into the end zone. And for the defense, 4 TFLs for Vogel. He gets the only sack. No interceptions. 5 deflections and 3 fumbles for Alabama. That turns the game on its head. You can't let smoked Gouda force fumbles on your dome. And so Tennessee takes down Alabama here. We get a Hendon Hooker now screen. So Wobbles, Thurman, Rockhard, and Jeff Newton are your players of the game. Tennessee with the outright victory. First outright victory of the day. So BearCave going decently quick. I mean, not the quickest, but next up now we've got Ohio State and Iowa. Oh, baby. Big time game here in the Big Ten, as is all of these games. Number 19 versus number 22. Jarkus, let me know, kick or receive. This is our pick'em game of the day. Who wins? Are you rocking with Iowa or are you rocking with Ohio State? Minute on the clock. Get those Bobinos moving. Very interesting matchup here. Iowa kind of on the ropes. They lost to Indiana and they lost to Purdue. Trying to become the 4-time back-to-back Big Ten champs. All right, I don't see Jarkus, so we're going to go ahead with the away team like we always do. Who takes this game? Critical cross-divisional game. Both have 2 losses. Cannot take another loss here for either team. Miguel Eller here at home. Severe lack of Bobinos here today. That's why I don't like the early streams, but that's alright. It's going to be a kick for Iowa. So here we go. Zeros on the clock. 7-0 for Iowa. Nice start here for the Hawkeyes. Defense playing well today, 14-0. Ohio State coming back, though. And it's a 14-point lead at the break. Coach Jarkus living life. 21-10. They got to keep scoring. The defense is not going to hold forever unless they do. Lucius Dunbar picks up a fumble. Oh, no, but Miguel Eller throws a pick. Is this the moment? It's a 3-point game. We're going to go play by play here. Iowa has not scored in this half. Can they get this game back to 2 scores? They take a penalty, and they don't get the first. Ohio State has the ball with a chance to take the lead. They don't do it. So here we go. 3rd and 6 for Iowa. Can they win this game? Trips to the left-hand side. The snap for Eller. Free blitzer open. Man-bender. Mueling can't get there. They are bringing out the punt team. You have the reigning Heisman winner. Just run the ball. They're going to trust the process and trust the defense here. Trying to pin them deep. It's returnable from the 10-yard line. Jackrabbit, the SFA corner, returns it for 6. So here we go. Ohio State has their chance. Down by 3. 2 minutes left. Plenty of time. Can they shock the world and practically eliminate Iowa? The snap, it's a keeper, and down he goes. And it looks like they have the backup in. Daylon Mordecai, the freshman. And yeah, David Mayo is not the starter. Where's Isaac Osborne? So Osborne is hurt. So Drake Mayo, what a name. Drake, Mayo, or David Mayo. Why did I say it was Drake? Dumps it off. First down for Mayo, down to Mike Houston.
Number 53 makes the tackle at the 30-yard line.
First and 10. Mayo having an okay day. Almost getting to jump off sides. Another screen pass. Ball on the ground, almost intercepted. Oh, man, that would have ended the football game. Ohio State living on the edge here. They need a field goal to send this to OT. Second and 10. It's another screen. Houston with a catch, and he stumbles, and down he goes. Third and 4 now. Still have those 2 timeouts. Entering Yam range. The snap for Mayo. Clean pocket for now. Another dump off pass and another first down. Iowa about to be killed by a million paper cuts. Dump offs and screens. Elton Hawk with 14 tackles. First and 10. Mayo dumps it off again. Casey Jones, the tight end. (21-18). Across the 50. The snap. Yams it deep, left-hand side, 50-50 ball, incomplete, tipped away by Hines. He almost caught him sleeping there. Third and 4 for Ohio State. The snap. Mayo has some time. Yams it left side, almost intercepted. Instead, it's caught off the tip. He stiffies a man. Oh, what a play by Vert Rouge. Is that Franco Harris? One of the craziest catches we've ever seen. And now Iowa is on the ropes. I cannot believe that catch by the SFA IGR. He was the #1 player in the class last season, according to the game. Second and 10. The snap. Mayo. End zone. Caught. And down at the 2. They could win this in regulation. Forget the field goal. They're going to hurry it up. 22 seconds in a dream. Mayo, open, end zone, caught! Touchdown, Ohio State! "17 seconds in a dream for Iowa. They've led the entire game. 4-time on the ropes. Down by 4, they need a miracle. Losing on a tip drill. Does Miguel Eller have a masterclass in him? A legacy moment. Kadon Tootle. Johnny Pippen. Can somebody save Christmas? 17 seconds in a dream. The snap. Miguel dumps it off. That's going to do nothing. They just got to get in field goal range here. Or not field goal range, jam range. Field goal will do nothing. Second and 5. The snap. Dumps it off. Gets around 1. Goes down. Jesse Phillips. So fringe jam range for Miguel Eller. You probably want to get about 10 more yards to really have a chance. Eller has time, steps up, yams it left side, almost intercepted.
Number 11, the intended receiver on the play. That makes it second and 10. And
So here we go. Game on the line. 59 yards away. Miguel Eller yams it deep. An absolute moon ball. It's going to be short of the end zone. An incomplete. Oh, Iowa. Oh, Iowa. The 4-time is not going to happen this year. As Ohio State wins outright.
21. Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive
Brutal way to lose on a tipped catch. What a catch here. Look at this play. Not even close to in sight. He catches it off the turf. Stiffy's a man. Almost takes it to the house. Brutal way to lose. Not a good year for Iowa. They lose to Indiana, lose to Purdue, and then lose to Ohio State on a tipped pass to a backup quarterback, no less. Sometimes it's just not your year. The blue square has not been fond of Ohio State this year, or of Iowa. All right, let's check the stats. Number 9 game of the season, according to the game. Mayo Osborne combined. So Mayo played most of the game here. 267, 3 scores. Houston, they really couldn't run the ball. Vert Rouge had 200 yards. The SFA player absolutely cooking. Sean Flowers, 8 tackles. 3 TFLs, no sacks. The pick for Andy Jackson. Gabe Shaw with the fumble. And for sweet Iowa, rest now. 257, 2 scores. Dash Dixie, 164 and a score. Vandermeulen over 100 yards. And it still wasn't enough. 15 tackles for Hawk. A lot of TFLs across the board. 2 sacks. The pick for Sawyer. But they just couldn't find a way at the end. So that will do it. We're about halfway through BearCave. Dixie, Vert Rouge, Gabe Shaw, and Lucius Dunbar are your players of the game. Ohio State with the outright victory. Alright, so now we move on to the Patreon Game of the Week. Here in the Pac-12, poor Washington State, already 0-5 in conference. They are cooked. But can Oregon State find a way? Coach KJ. This is a 7-point favorite for Coach KJ. Kavion Combs having a decent season. Can they keep it rolling against Skyflyer? KJ, if you're here, heads or tails, kick or receive. All right, we'll go heads and kick like usual. So here we go. Oregon State and Washington State. Nice start for Washington State. Oregon State fights back. We got a tie game here early. Washington State playing well today, up by 4. Not looking good for Oregon State bettors. Washington State extends the lead. Oregon State, what's happening? They're on the ropes here. They take the lead. We got a close game here in the Pac-12. What is going to happen next? Long drive, and we got to jump in here. 154 three-point game. Can Washington State get a stop? This is Washington State's chance here. Got to get a stop, make them kick a field goal. And this is huge for the spread. Oregon State needs a score. They'll toss it out to Nichols. He gets to the outside and they bring him down. What a play by the defender. And they will kick a field goal here to keep it at 6 and keep the no cover alive. Pizza, we have Eastern Michigan no cover, Georgia no cover, Florida State cover, Tennessee outright, and Ohio State outright. So 27-21, Washington State has their chance. Currently a no cover for the Cougs. Washington State already has 5 conference losses. They are out of the playoff hunt, but they're wanting to ruin the season for Oregon State. (27-21). Here is the snap. Yams it down the seam. Almost intercepted. Almost caught off the tip. We also have had one of the crazier catches we've ever seen today on a tip ball. Vert Rouge caught it off a tip to beat Iowa. 2nd and 10. The snap. Yams it deep again. Right hand side, out of bounds. Shannon Washington. So 3rd and 10 for the Cougs. They gotta find a way to get a first down here. The snap over the middle. It's caught. Can he make a play? He does. First down. Fantastic job there. So the drive will continue. They'll continue to Aura Farm. Shannon, the snap over the middle. Caught, broken tackle, and he dropped it. He forgot the ball.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Washington State trying to complete one of the funnier upsets of the season.
Down.
2nd and 10. Yams it deep. Wide open man down the seam. They're at the 40. Here come the Cougs. The Cougars are rolling. What is this formation? No running back. The snap. Oh, Winston blitz the Yam. Nobody there. What was that play? Touchdown, Washington State. Completely blown coverage from Oregon. Weirdest formation on both sides I've ever seen. No running back and cover 0. What was that? So Washington State now has the lead. Forget the no cover. KJ, you're on the ropes. Oregon State now needs a legacy drive.
Number 48 with the return. Kickoff return.
Washington State 0-5 in conference, trying to get their first win. Insanity here in Washington State. The snap for Kavion Combs, yams it and incomplete.
Davis was the intended receiver on the play.
What a way to start the second half of the season here today. What a BearCave so far. Split backs. Combs needs a legacy drive. They'll hand it off to Cash Nichols. Still have 3 timeouts. All they need is a field goal. Oh, Oregon State, what are you doing? It's going from bad to worse here for the Beavers. Kavion Combs. Running clock. Does he not know the score? The snap here for Oregon State. Has time, dumps it off. Got to get out of bounds or something. Just 8 seconds left. 4th and 3. The snap here. Combs steps up, dumps it off. They're not going to get it. Washington State's going to win the game. The Wazoo outright victory hits. It is a great day to be a Cougar. Congratulations. Oh my God, Oregon State, stop. They're calling the timeout with 1 second. Just let it die. Just let it die. There it is, 000. Washington State gets it done. A win is a win, Bob Toledo. Sometimes on BearCave, that's all you've got. And what a play for Washington State. Cover 0. It looks like they're run committing. And nobody covered the wide receiver. Oregon State fans can't believe it. Bum, 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 bum.
See you at the next game. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting our team.
28-27, a big-time upset here. And we still got the best games on the slate left, including Wisconsin and Akron. Come on, we don't need this much Aura Farman for Washington State, Oregon State. The Pac-2 matchup, get off my screen. Hurry up. So Kavion Combs, 14 of 32, 155 and a score. They really didn't run the ball all that well. Just a yikes day here. 2 TFLs for Walker, no sacks, no picks or deflections. They did force 3 fumbles and recover them all, but it still wasn't enough. And Shannon Washington, what a day. 314 and 2 scores for the junior. 100-yard day for Jordan Joseph. Shaw had 11 tackles. 2 sacks here. No picks. 2 deflections and no fumbles. So lost the turnover battle by 3 and still won the game by a point. That's how you do it. Players of the game. I really thought Oregon State was turning a corner. I guess not. So Wazoo with the outright victory. And now it's time to sim my game. Of course, if I'm not on BearCave, I sim my game live. We're taking on a very tough team in Akron tonight. Can Wisconsin survive Akron? Yes, they do! Bang, bang, bang! I'm gonna get my screenshots so I don't forget to post my game. Wisconsin 5-2. We could get to bowl eligibility next week. Only losses are to ranked squads. Rank the baddies. Rank the baddies. Great day for day night. Not really, but we'll take it. And did Archer Gammon rush? No, he did not play in this game. All right. So next up, we are going to... Bum-ba-da-dum. We're going to the American, Louisville and Syracuse. Critical cross-divisional game, both undefeated in conference, both at 1 loss, both have hopes for the playoffs. 6.5 point favorite here for Coach Rosie. If you're here, Coach Calv, or if you're here, Rosie, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. Got a 6.5 point favorite. Get those Babanas in. Very critical game here, especially with Cincinnati losing. Louisville could take a multiple game lead in the division. Syracuse trying to keep pace with both Pitt and Buffalo. Surprisingly, Buffalo coming out of nowhere this year. A lot of interesting teams in this conference. Rutgers has a lot of losses, but they keep knocking off top teams. They beat Cincinnati today. So here we go. Okay. Thank you, Siri. So I guess Siri thought I was asking about the Cubs. I don't know what I said, but we're in the Carrier Dome. Louisville and Syracuse coming to you live and in living color. Here we go. Give me a kick for Coach Calv. 5-1, 4-1. Who is going to get it done? Syracuse starts and they recover. Oh my God, a lot of scoring here early on. Syracuse looking hot. 21-7, 28-7. Not looking good here for Louisville. But they get 2 right before halftime, keeping them in this game for now. Syracuse extends the lead, not looking good for Louisville. 42-21, and that is going to do it. 49-28, 52. And Syracuse will cover with ease. So the scoring summary, a lot of scoring here for B. Anthony. Tyler Stevenson, 368, 3 touchdowns here for Louisville, but it was not enough. DeWillis Duck, the SFA player, could not run the ball for anything. Johan Boyce and Santino Mazzara, both SFA players, get into the end zone. Hearn with 10 tackles. 3 TFLs for SFA player Damari Baker. 2 sacks. No interceptions. 1 deflection and 1 fumble For Syracuse, Mike Turner had 5 touchdowns, 356. Ryan Jackson had 166. And Brett Anthony, 4 touchdowns on 144 yards. Some TFLs here. 2 sacks for Brandon Hill. No interceptions. Some deflections and the fumble for River Elliott. So Syracuse looking hot this year. Looking like a playoff caliber team for Syracuse. I don't think they've ever been to the playoff. So that's a Syracuse cover to start the second half of the BearCave slate. And we move on to the team that blew a 20-point lead last week on game day, Minnesota, and Coach Rick, as they take on Nebraska and Nuke Jennings. Zach, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive if you're here. This is a 3-point favorite for Minnesota. Rick, if you're here, let me know kick or receive. And if you want any special jerseys. Can Minnesota get right? They don't have a Big Ten win. So not looking great if they can't win this one. Would have to rely on an at-large bid. Season on the ropes already for Minnesota. Are they destined for the Citrus Bowl? 3-point favorite. We'll jump on board with Nebraska. Got some big time games coming up. Michigan State, Illinois, NC State, UNC. All right, don't see either coach, so here we go. Jumping on board with the corn. Disaster for Minnesota last week in the fourth quarter. Can they get right? Number 18 versus number 16. We'll go heads and kick per usual. Here we go. Quick strike for Nebraska. Nuke Jennings has been in the Heisman conversation, but Minnesota ties it up instantly. Looks like a bit lower scoring of a game so far. Minnesota takes the lead for halftime. Nebraska responds. Oh, but Minnesota scores at the horn. Brewer, and they missed the extra point. What a play from Minnesota. Currently now up 27-14. And now they're up multiple scores. What a second half response from Minnesota. Not looking good for Nebraska. They score one back. They got to get another score as quickly as they can. Big plays left and right for Bo Houston. And we're not going to see another fourth quarter collapse. 41-21, and a quick strike at the horn isn't going to do it. Minnesota covers. Huge win for Coach Rick. Huge win for Coach Rick. He needed that one. So Nuke Jennings, 261, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not a great day for him. They couldn't really run the ball. Dakota Jumping Bull, only 53 yards. The defense kind of sold today. 3 TFLs for Snyder. The sack for Krotz. Pick by Aaron Smith. 2 deflections. 3 fumbles. Recovered 2 of them, and they still lost by multiple scores. Bo Houston, 345. 3 touchdowns today for him. Barton Tuck and Houston combined for over 200 yards and 3 scores. 2 touchdowns for Brewer and 1 for McGee. And on defense, 6 TFLs, no sacks on the day, 1 pick for Buck Rising, 3 deflections and the fumble for Luke McGee. 41-28. So Bo Houston, Nuke Jennings, Buck Rising are your players of the game. What a win for Minnesota. After last week's blunder, that was critical. All right, here we go. The game everybody's been waiting for. Number 1, Illinois taking on Michigan State. 2.5-point favorite. We knew these teams were good, but we didn't know these teams were this good this year. One of the best defenses, if not the best defense in the country for Illinois, taking on MSU, who has shocked the world week after week with a 20-point comeback last week. And the best running back in the country, Malik Phillips. Who is going to win the game? Jay Jetta's heads or tails, kick or receive? Cam, I don't see Jay Jetta, so you can pick kick or receive if you'd like. I'll go on board with you. Oh no, he's going with the galloping ghosts. Not like this. Cam wants the ball because he's going to score. I believe Lance Kelly will play again this week. I'm not sure if it's going to be your other QB, Van Lawford. Think he's out. But we'll have to see. So here we go, the number 1 team in the nation. The Beanie Babies of all teams. Here we go. Cam wants to receive. He's going to score. And we are off. Undefeated Illinois. Unique drive there. Not a great way to start the game. And strike for Illinois. So they start out pretty hot here. And it does look like, oh no, interception. It does look like Kelly is the quarterback. 7-0 here. Defensive game. Michigan State scores right before halftime. 7-all. Michigan State takes the lead. It's 10-7. Not looking good for Illinois. Illinois on the ropes. Number 1. Where's Malik Phillips? And they score at the end. So now Stan, the man Reisner, can he put the team on his back? 3rd and 12. It's 4th and 5. 5-yard penalty. And a dropped pass by Stan, the man Reisner. They're going to have to play some defense. We'll jump in at the 2-minute mark here. 4th down. Are they going for it? No, they're going to punt. Michigan State will get their chance again. Week after week, Michigan State survives. Can they do it again with another legacy drive? They'll start from their own 16. 2 minutes left. The best defense in the country has only gotten 14 points of help today. Is that enough? It's currently a cover for Illinois. Empty set to start for Michigan State. And it's a QB draw! Lee Thomas! Surprising everybody there. The snap for Lee Thomas. He has the ball. He yams it deep right-hand side. And 50-50 incomplete. Nealon Mack makes the play. 3rd and 6 now for Michigan State. They have their shot at number 1. 3-man rush. The yam left side open, and he missed him! Oh, Lee Thomas just threw it a hair over his head. He was wide open looking for Jaquez Webb. So game on the line. 4th and 6. The snap to the boundary. Caught it is short. Turnover on downs. So the game is not over. They could still get a stop and a field goal, but it's not looking good. 11 in the box here. They know Malik Phillips is getting the ball. A first down should do it here for Illinois. A hairy one here at home. Can they escape? The handoff to Malik. And he goes down. All Illinois needs is 3 yards to win the game. They come out in shotgun. The snap. Kelly dumps it off to the flat. He doesn't get it. Michigan State will get their chance. The field goal unit, Emmanuel Dogby, comes on out 38 yards. And the kick is good. But Michigan State gets their chance to tie. Minute 25 on the clock. They were down 20 against Minnesota last week. This is a piece of cake. Does Michigan State have any more heroics in them? Stan Reisner, Jacquez Webb, Yams legends. Can either of them come through? Empty set again here for Lee Thomas. Bad drive last time out. Dumps this one off. Open man. The flat will be a first down. Already better than the last drive. Ollie Munch, the SFA player, transfer from Arizona. They'll hurry it up now. Single back. Lee Thomas. Yams it deep. Left-hand side. 50-50. Looking for Jacquez Webb. This time it's Rashimi Farmer. Jacquez Webb not able to get behind these SFA defensive backs. The deep threat known for his ability to catch the yam. 2nd and 10, Lee Thomas. Steps up again, yams it deep again, left side. This time tipped away! He threw it back shoulder and looked promising. But the defense once again gets a finger in there. 3rd and 10 now. You don't need it all on this play. The snap, they bring a blitz. Yams it over the middle. Wide open man. There goes Michigan State. Randy Ryan for 25, and they're in business. Pistol form. Yamming right side. Caught. Michael Jones. The hero from last week caught the game winner. 1st and 10 now in the blink of an eye. They're threatening the red zone. The question becomes, do you go for 2 if you score here? You got number 1 on the ropes against the best defense in the nation. Why not? Trips left. The snapper, Lee Thomas. Lee yams. Open, caught by Jones. They're 10 yards away from tying it up. What a start to the day. The snap for Thomas. Over the middle, tipped away. Wilkerson almost ended the game.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. 12 yards away. The snap. Thomas has all the time in the world. Yams it to the end zone. Double coverage. Dylan Mack does it again. 37 seconds in a dream. 3rd and 10 from the 12-yard line. 4 wide. Jay Jettas hands it off to Stan. The man Reiser breaks a tackle, breaks another Stan. Oh, he almost did it. He almost soloed. Game on the line. 4th and 2. The snap. Lee caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. They tie the game. Unbelievable. Stan the Man Reisner.
The extra point attempt is good.
My favorite Yams player of all time. The legend of the split tee. In Michigan State this year just will not go away. Speaking of not going away, it's Malik Phillips! Malik Phillips! Oh my God! Give him the Heisman right now! That dude almost just soloed. Yam range now for Lance Kelly. Yeah, give him the ball. He's your best player. A handoff to Malik Phillips has a better chance than an end zone Yam here. I am guaranteeing you. 2nd and 2. Lance Kelly. He yams it deep left side. 2-on-1 incomplete. 000. We're not done yet. Pop the champagne. It's OT. So here we go. It will be Illinois on offense first.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Four down.
Malik Phillips, the handoff, the Heisman favorite. Almost returned that for a touchdown. That would have been absolutely insane. He just needed to break one more tackle. He just ran out of room on the sideline. 2nd and 6. Handoff Malik Phillips. Spins and gets 5.
Call it a gain of 4 yards.
3rd and 2 for Illinois. Can the best team in the country hold off the miracle workers at Michigan State? It's a toss. Oh, look at the blocking! Pancakes everywhere! Dripping syrup on a Sparty. 1st and goal. Motion for Illinois. The handoff. Phillips has room. Touchdown, Illinois. What a start here for Illinois. Handoff, touchdown, Malik Phillips. Simple as that. Now Michigan State on the ropes. Split backs for Michigan State. Over the middle, it's caught by Jones, and he gets about 7. Touchdown ties it. Field goal will not help. Michigan State once again on the ropes. Pistol form. Handoff, Stan the Man Reisner. Correct. I cannot do math. Here we go. 3rd and 2. Can Illinois stand on their head? Handoff to Stan. 1st down with ease.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards.
I don't think one period is going to be enough.
Mike 56.
1st and goal. Lee Thomas, deep drop, has the time. Dumps off, caught. It's down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal upcoming.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
The crowd is weary. They don't think they can hold them. Can this defense find a way? Thomas, they bring a corner blitz. He yams it out of bounds. 2 plays away. 3rd and goal for Michigan State. 4 wide. The snap. Hands it off to Stan Reiser. He doesn't get there.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards.
Game officially on the line. 4th and 3. The snap. Lee Thomas. End zone caught again. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the game will continue. Fake field goal. Fake field goal. Fake field goal. So we will go to 2nd OT now. Michigan State will have the ball.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Split backs. The snap. All out blitz. Yams it right side. Caught. And they're right back inside the 10.
15 yards. That makes it
Randy Ryan has been so damn good.
3 down. 87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball.
1st and goal. Stan Reisner, the handoff, stand up the gut, and he gets 5. Not looking good for Illinois.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
Larry.
2nd and goal.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Easy. Lucky 96. Run.
Lee Thomas, he slid before the end zone.
Call it a gain of
He didn't want it.
That makes it 3rd.
And that might come back to haunt Michigan State here. Slides at the 1. Big nasties on both sides. And a false start. Oh no. Lee Thomas sliding at the goal line's gonna end it.
Still 3rd down.
Oh, what a mistake. What a mistake. 3rd and goal from the 6. The snap. Lee Thomas caught. Reisner, it doesn't matter. Touchdown, Michigan State. Stan Reisner runs over the defender just for fun. What a game.
The kick is good.
What a game this has been. We are not done yet. Illinois now touchdown ties it. Anything else in Michigan State wins in double OT. The snap. Malik Phillips. He gets only 1. Seymour Verkeke. The 5-star on 5-star collision right there. Both SFA players. Back under centers, Lance Kelly. Handoff, Malik. Not looking good early. Has Malik lost a step this late in the game? Are they going to have to rely on Lance Kelly? 3rd and 6, split backs. The snap. Yams it, open man, caught at the 2. He's out of bounds.
Number 84, the intended receiver.
Oh no!
That'll make it 4th and 6.
Brutal way to end the game. Game on the line for number 1. The snap. Kelly, open man, Malik is gonna get the first. Malik saves Christmas yet again. 1st and goal. This game is never gonna end. Kelly hands it off, Malik.
Call it a gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and goal.
The Beanie Babies. Power on. Hand it off. A stiffy of massive proportions, but he still doesn't get anything.
Loss of 1 yard on the play.
3rd and goal. From the 6.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Empty set. No Malik Phillips on the field. Caught, no, dropped. Cornell Odell can't hang on. Game on the line. Number 1 on the ropes. The snap from Kelly over the middle, caught. Oh, what a move! Touchdown, Illinois! The game will continue. I thought for sure he was cooked. Triple OT. You've got to go for 2 now.
Mike one.
Quick option. The game that will never end.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh.
2nd and 10 now. Quick option. Floats it, broken tackle. It's Malik Phillips, and he's gonna high step to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. He does it again. An unreal BearCave. The 2 points, and it's gone. Cornell Odell. So an 8-point deficit now for Michigan State. They've got to have it. Stan Reisner. They're not going away.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Wildcat form for Michigan State. Jacquez Webb, no, it's Stan the Man Reisner. And he doesn't get there. 3rd and 4.
Mike 56.
4 wide. Lee Thomas yams it to the end zone. Oh my God, way overthrown. What are you doing, Lee? So here we go, game on the line. Can number 1 survive in triple OT? Lee Thomas dumps it off, 1st down, Michigan State. You thought we were done?
That makes it 1st and goal.
You thought it was over? You thought the team of destiny would just roll over?
Mike 56.
1st and goal. Over the middle, cut. Down to the 2.
Hands on the tackle at the 2-yard line. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Who is going to make the play to save Christmas?
Reset, tight right. Mike 56.
4 wide. Lee Thomas dumps it off, caught by Jacquez Webb. And the 2-pointer to keep it going. Game on the line. Can Illinois save Christmas? It's a handoff to Reiser. He gets it with ease. 4 overtime. Michigan State now will start with the rock. 4 overtimes. Both teams have 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. Lee Thomas, throw the ball. He does! To the end zone. Oh my God, what a catch! Oh my God! Lee Thomas! Are you kidding me? Game of the year, potentially an early favorite for game of the decade. Lee Thomas. Stan Riser. Oh, he got smoked. So Illinois now has their chance. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion wins the game. Over the middle, it's caught. Cornell Odell.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Insane game here tonight. 4 OTs. Will it be enough?
Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Oh. One's the mic. Watch one.
2nd and 3. Malik Phillips to the edge. First down, Illinois. First and 10. Lance Kelly, handoff to Malik Phillips, up the gut, he carries 3 with him. He gets 8. The Heisman favorite. Can he will this team to victory? Big nasties on both sides. 2nd and 2. Handoff. Malik Phillips does not get there.
Gain of 1 yard. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
Rightfully so now there, Mr. Cam. 3rd and 1. Can Michigan State survive? Fullback dive! Nobody saw it coming. Not even the fullback. 1st and goal from the inch. Fullback dive again. It works twice. Illinois can win it here. Do I hear a 5th OT? 2-point conversion to win the game. The snap for Kelly to the end zone, caught by Illinois. They walk it off in quadruple OT. What a game. What a moment. The Beanie Babies survive. And all of that results in a no cover for Illinois. Game of the year. Illinois stays undefeated. Michigan State's brutal defeat. Lee Thomas did everything he could. What an incredible game. Number 1 of the season, rightfully so. 40 said this was a 17-17 game in regulation, folks. 30 points scored in OT. It takes up the whole scoring summary. Lance Kelly, 18 of 34, 215, 3 touchdowns. Malik Phillips, 186, 2 touchdowns. He had 48 carries. He had 2 receiving touchdowns. On defense, 14 tackles for Kent, 3 TFLs for Donnie Dishes, the sack for TJ Kent, no picks. Quite a few deflections, though. No fumbles. And for Lee Thomas, 30 of 56 touchdowns, breaks the school record on an amazing throw. Arguably one of the better throws we've ever seen. 156 for Stan. 130 on the day for Randy Ryan. Verkiki had 15 tackles. A lot of TFLs. They did get 2 sacks. One for Juwan Hooper. Kyle Gibson gets a sack or an interception. 3 deflections and no fumbles. Game of the year. Not even close. That's going on the history sheet. Unbelievable moments. And we still have one more game on BearCave. Holy cow. Illinois with the no cover. This might be a 2-hour BearCave, as we still have UNC and NC State. Of course, number 8 versus number 14. Undefeated NC State. Coach Airborne, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. This is a 3-point favorite for UNC. I feel like Michigan State should not get punished with a loss for that game, but somebody unfortunately has to tote the L. Yeah, now you got to follow up the best game of the season. This game got started on ESPN Deportes. It's already in the third quarter by the time that other game ended. All right, we'll jump on board with NC State and Coach Airborne. Poppy Showtime, how do you follow it up? Do you knock off Parker Towns in North Carolina? Yeah, I think Michigan State should be higher after that game for sure. 2 losses, sure, but that was an incredible performance. Can't move Illinois up any higher, but yeah, I can't believe he broke 2 sacks and threw a moon ball to the back corner. Just an unconscious effort from Lee Thomas. Now can NC State do it to UNC? New guard versus old guard. Here we go. 3-point start. NC State scores. NC State looking pretty hot, looking crispy. And this is kind of a must-win for UNC. Maryland is still breathing down their neck in the division. Well, not a cakewalk here for UNC in the division this year. And we're going back and forth. What a ball game. They're having the game of their own here. NC State up 2 scores. Is UNC going to lose? No, they get one back. They got to play some defense now, though. Can they get this ball back? Here we go. 3rd and 3. Can Poppy Showtime? Can he do it? First down really helps, and he won't do it. UNC gets a chance. Here we go again. (35-30). Parker Towns can walk it off. And bettors look away. A score for UNC would make this a no cover, our 4th no cover of the day. And a holding will knock them all the way back to their own 26. Coach Sirlax's Brio talking with the ref. All right, Parker Towns, does he have a legacy drive in him? The SFA legend. The snap. Towns will yam it left side. Almost picked. That would have ended the game. 4 TDs on the day here for Parker Towns. He almost threw a a Talupa. A town Alupa. 2nd and 10. 4 wide, 4-man rush. Throws this one to the boundary. Gets a few. Will be 3rd and 4. Mike Manning has 11 for 209 and 3 scores today. You might want to consider covering Mike Manning. 3rd and 4. Can't believe I still have a game day after this. And down goes Towns. Sacked by Grizzliers. 4th and 9, game on the line. Number 8, NC State. Blitz, floaty, caught, short! Gordasani ran it a yard short. And NC State's gonna win. Coach Airborne may have just done it again. They've got to force a fumble here. "16 tackles for Tony Key. It might not be enough. They're still running a real play. Hand off to Tuffy. They got to force a fumble, and they don't. So NC State should be able to fall on it and win the football game. They're going to run a real play. So last chance for UNC. Poppy Showtime hands it off. He's not going to get it, but he does not fumble. And that will end the game. Unless they snap it, I don't think they will. But NC State with the outright victory if it holds. Don't do something stupid here, Airborne. Don't snap the ball. Do not snap this ball. All right. NC State wins it outright. What a BearCave. And we still have Red River to do.
That's the end of the game. The final score is
I have freaking 10 BearCave highlights. What the heck?
30. Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.
Great stream indeed. We'll go through the stats, go through next week's matchups, and then we'll be right back for the Red River rivalry. We should still be on pace to finish the streams before games start, I believe. This BearCave did run very long, but it should still be okay. Yeah, women's games start at 9:30, which I know people don't really care about the women. Yeah, men's games start at 10, so we should still be okay. So Poppy Showtime, 19 of 27, 298 and 4 touchdowns. Cedric Tuffy, 135. 4 touchdowns for Young. Grizzliers, great TP addition. He had the only sack of the day. No picks for the defense. 4 deflections. But another undefeated team in NC State. Looking really good. Parker Towns, 472, 4 touchdowns. They take their second loss of the season. Mike Manning had 3 scores over 200 yards. Tony Key, 16 tackles, 3 TFLs. No sacks on the day. No interceptions. Couple deflections and no fumbles. So 35-30 is your final. But the show was stolen by Illinois and Michigan State. An all-timer game. Some all-timer moments in that game. This is NC State outright. All right, so now we're going to look at the schedule for next week before we get on out of here. Remember, we'll be right back for Texas and Oklahoma. Where is that game? Down here. Number 20, Texas, taking on Oklahoma. Play week 9 next week. What do we have in store? Illinois and Iowa. Penn State, Northwestern. Iowa State, Missouri. Bad year for Iowa State. Ohio State, Indiana. Georgia, Arkansas. It'll probably be game day. Maryland, Miami should be a good one. Clemson, NC State, Minnesota, Michigan. Auburn continues to play nobodies. Oklahoma State, Colorado should be good. And that will do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be right back with Texas and Oklahoma. Don't go anywhere.